there's a special place in hell for you.
There's so much drama going on right now. Hey, what is up all my social climbing friends? It's Dustin and I'm back with another video. In this video, we are going to be discussing a whole bunch of things that have went on with Jeffree Star over the past day. Now, as you guys may know or may not know, Jeffree has been messing around with this guy named Andre for a while now, and recently, yesterday on Instagram, a whole bunch of stuff came out. There was a whole bunch of allegations spun around about Jeffree and things that were said that are very, very bad. The way this guy handled this, I am really not into. I may get a little bit heated in this video, but before we jump in, I would like to give a shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is Manscaped. Now, you guys know I have used Manscaped for a while. I've worked with Manscaped before, and they are a great company. They have been very, very, very good to me, and I love their products. I've been subscribed to them well over a year now because, as you guys know, cleanliness is next to godliness to me. Personal hygiene, I do not take lightly, and this really helps me take care of myself, if you know what I mean. This not only works for men, it works well for women as well, and it's a very hygienic way to take care of yourself. This is the Lawnmower 3.0. It is part of the Perfect Package 3.0 lawnmower kit, and I love this thing. I have used Manscaped for a very long time. I had the 2.0. I loved it, but this thing right here is actually very amazing. It's very ergonomic, if you know what I mean. It allows you to get in where you need to get in, and unlike the 2.0, this has a light, so it allows you to really be able to see what you are doing. And do you hear the motor on this thing? It's very strong, it's very loud, but it works. I'm telling you, this thing really works. The product that I really do love by Manscaped is the ball deodorant. If you put this on after you get out of the shower and allow it to dry, you can run, you can work out. Literally, I was so skeptical about this when it came out because I questioned everything, but this stuff really works. It smells really good. It smells just like the cologne and the body wash, which I'm out because I use so much. I actually just reordered it. It should be coming here shortly, but I love this stuff. It really does work. So ladies, if you want to take care of your man and you want him to be clean and you want him to keep himself up the way he should, definitely give Manscaped a try. All you have to do is go over to Manscaped using the code that I put in the description box of this video, as well as the first comment, and use code Dailey20, and you will get 20% off the Perfect Package. And this code doesn't just work for that. You will still get 20% off as well as free shipping, even if you don't buy the Perfect Package. However, I do think that if you are wanting your man to fully maintain himself, that would be the way to go. And their slogan is, if it nicks your sack, send it back. You don't have to have a sack to use this. I assure you that. So once again, thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. It really does mean a lot to me. If you guys are so inclined, go over to manscaped.com using the code that's in the description box of this video. Use code Dailey20 and get 20% off as well as free shipping on your purchase. And if you buy the Perfect Package, you'll get 20% off, free shipping, as well as 2 free items. So thank you again, Manscaped. Now let's just jump into this. So as you guys may know or may not know, Jeffree Star as well as this guy Andre, they connected a couple of months back, and they've been pretty much inseparable ever since. There's been all kinds of pictures posted of these two all over Instagram between Jeffree as well as Andre, and there was a bit of animosity between Jeffree and Andre's baby's mother because she came out and she made all kinds of statements against Jeffree as well as Andre because she alleged that Andre was still with her and he'd basically just left on a business trip, and somehow he ended up with Jeffree Star, and that is pretty much where everything started. Now, I remember a couple weeks ago, Andre's baby's mother, I don't know her name. I don't want to sit here and say I know her name because I don't remember the article. She had made the allegation that Andre put her health at risk. This will come into play later because I think that this, honestly, in my opinion, is a scheme. That's just how I think about it, because when you look at everything, it really looks that way to me, and that is very, very sad to me. But yesterday, apparently, a whole bunch of stuff happened. Jeffree Star went on Instagram, left Andre a comment, and then Andre really was not having it, and he really came for Jeffree Star. So let's jump into that. I have a whole bunch of screenshots here that I'm going to read off for you guys, so I apologize in advance. So Andre posted something, and he said, "Guess I'm back on here again. Drop your snaps and add me." Jeffree replied to this in a comment, and I did verify this is real. I reached out to Jeffree, and he did give me a statement about all this that I'll get into later in this video. Jeffree replied to this and said, "Hey, since you can't answer the phone right now, can you give me all the stuff back that you stole from my house? What kind of lowlife scum does that? Give it back. If you need a return label, just ask." So I understand this. To me, Jeffree was pretty mad and upset for him to snap at him this way, and Jeffree knows that when he does this type of stuff that people are going to comment on it. You know what I mean? Jeffree Jeffree is a very big influencer. I don't know how many people watch Jeffree and his every move on Instagram, but this went around the internet very, 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 very quickly, right? So immediately upon me seeing this and this being sent to me and me seeing it literally plastered everywhere all over Twitter and Instagram, me being tagged, DM'd, I reached out to Jeffree. I was like, hey, dude, like, is this true? Is this real? It took a little bit of time for him to get back to me, and he was like, yes, this is real. Now, I don't know, because I do have a snap here. I haven't got to watch it yet. I'm going to watch it in real time with you guys to see what Jeffree had to say, because he actually ended up deleting it. But Jeffree basically said that Andre had taken a couple of designer bags from him that didn't total more than maybe $5,000 or $6,000. Just some little things around his house. And of course, to Jeffree, that's not a lot of money. And Jeffree basically like blew it off when he was like talking to me. He was like, yeah, he took like $5,000 or $6,000 worth of stuff. There was some Louis Vuitton stuff that he took, and I was like, well, I mean, that's a lot of money, and I think that that's wrong. And he was like, yeah, I know, but you know how people are, you know how people do me. And I kind of felt for Jeffree in that respect, because for someone like Jeffree to open their self and their home to somebody that they just met, and then them to turn around and do that, that is a very, very, very sad situation. You know what I mean? So Jeffree did get on Instagram, and he did post this story that was deleted. I'm going to put it in here for you guys to see if you've already seen this. I will put it in a timestamp for you guys to skip. I'm going to watch it as well, since I didn't get to see it at the time because it was deleted and I was busy getting my hair done. That's why I look so good today. Not really. But you guys, I will put in that timestamp if you've already seen this, and then I'll be back with more commentary and more receipts.
Oh, hello, you guys. All right, I did not plan on coming on here today for a little chat, but bitch, we're gonna have a fucking chat, honey. So grab a Red Bull and let's dive in, because I just hopped on Twitter and there's a lot of Jeffree Star got robbed, Jeffree Star got this and that. Let me tell you what the fuck Jeffree Star did and didn't do. Listen, bitch, I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate, but sometimes when you meet people, surprise, they're not who they say they are. So y'all, real quickly, bitch, Jeffree Lynn got a little played. So I've been hanging out with someone, just two grown adults having sex and chilling, nothing serious, but I was presented a whole different person than who this man really was. So, and that's fine. Y'all know out there, I'm sure a lot of you out there have dated or dealt with or even hung out with some shady ass people. And yes, that happened to me. So about a week ago, Jeffree Lynn discovered a lot of things, and this person secretly had no job, no money, not even a bank account, and we're talking this person's 30 years plus. So all these things that I were told were all false. And I was lied to, and I was like, okay, bye, sweetie. It was really good meeting you. Thanks. Bye. And then all of a sudden, there's some Louis Vuitton luggage missing. There's some backpacks missing, and there's a few sunglasses missing. So Jeffree Star got robbed. No, someone just stole a few things. Now, I know, Jeffree, you can just rebuy it. I'm not complaining about no value, no money. It's just a principle. I don't care if someone steals a nickel off your counter. It's wrong. And if you revel and enjoy anything, if you enjoy bad news for anyone, including me, you're sick. Because I logged on Twitter, and y'all, some people are like, yes, someone got him, him. I'm like, there's a special place in hell for you. But yeah, so some designer shit stolen from me, and it isn't about what it is, it's just about the principle. It's just sad. So instead of answering the phone, this person was just posting like they were still at my house, driving a car that they moved once in the parking lot. I'm like, this shit was so weird. So I just wanted my stuff back. It's all good. I'm sure I'm never gonna get it. I know I can go rebuy it tomorrow. It's just weird, and I'm not about being around weird energy. And if you're not doing anything with your life, I can't be around that. Bitch, I'm a boss ass bitch. I'm a Scorpio. I don't do that energy. Like, if you're not a go-getter and you don't have a life, I just didn't want to be around it. It's just two adults that went their separate ways. But bitch, can I have my shit back? But on a real level, bitch, you know I'm always unbothered. And at the end of the day, you got to talk to God about your fate. Not me. I don't got to deal with it. But on a more positive note, this week was really special because I gave not only 3, like I talked about in my giveaway, but I gave 5 people $10,000. And we changed some lives this week. It was amazing just to reach out to strangers and help them. This has been such a crazy year for all of us, and it's been so fucking insane. I know for so many people on so many levels. So just to be able to give back, that's what I love doing. I know people love tea, they love drama. People love and enjoy when they think I'm hurt or horrible things happen. That's good, bitch, if that's energy. But at the end of the day, I love giving back, and the people that support me, it's the least that I can do. So I think we should go back on Twitter and give some more.
Okay, so this is my first reaction to watching this. I thought that Jeffree would spill a little bit more tea. He basically just went on and addressed everything, and I understand where he's coming from. I've had things stolen from me as well, and when you're at Jeffree's level, even though you can replace the things, it doesn't take away from the hurt that you feel like somebody took from you. You know what I mean? But the fact that he called people out that were talking about him on Twitter, because I did see quite a few people on Twitter talking about, oh, he finally got what he deserved. I don't think that anyone should delight in anyone having things stole from them or having their feelings hurt. That's not cool. That's not okay. You know what I mean? Because at that point, you're not making yourself look any better than anyone else that you're trying to pit an argument against. So, I mean, I think that that's sick. With all of that said, let's just jump into some of the things that this guy Andre was posting on Instagram. A lot of people were saying that this could possibly be fake, so keep that in mind. I believe them to be real because this guy has like multiple accounts because his ex-girlfriend had multiple accounts as well. But shortly after Jeffree posted this Instagram story, some pictures went up and some things were said. Andre posted this picture of Jeffree Star laying in his kitchen floor with holding his feet like a foot prop, and he titled it, or captioned it rather, "This is what being a guy with no bank account and no job could get you. I'm gonna just leave my page public for another hour and then go private and really let these people know about you. You and me both know you don't want that. So just delete all the videos and call it. No job, no bank account, right?" And here's where it starts getting like really bad, because I don't think that if you had like a fling with someone, it's really your place to comment on their previous relationships. Or even if you get in a new relationship, I don't think that you should talk about your old relationships with people. And I don't think that your partner should talk about your old relationships because they weren't in it and it wasn't their business. You know what I mean? But Andre went on to say, "Your last guy left because you, his close friend. That's sad, not to mention." Now, this is the first time that I've heard about this. And of course, I reached out to Jeffree for a statement about this. I was like, "Hey, girl, like, is this true? Like, did this happen? Because this is the first time that I've heard about this." And Jeffree was like, "I don't know why he's saying this or where this came from. I feel like he's just trying to stir stuff up." And basically, that to me is what it seems like. I could be totally wrong. Maybe Jeffree's lying. I don't know. But in my opinion, this does seem very opportune for him to say something like that and to get people riled up against Jeffree again for things that they may not know or have ever been said about him. You know what I mean? And here's where it starts to get really messy and really nasty. I'm just going to say that in no way in me talking about this am I condoning this guy's actions. I'm actually very upset and pissed off that this guy would say these types of things about anyone. And that has nothing to do with Jeffree. I'm saying that anyone that would make these allegations and insinuate these types of things about people is absolutely gross. But Andre said, "I found something in your room as well. Care if I share with your supporters?" And then Andre posted this and said, "You wanted this, just delete them off Snapchat and this is settled." And Jeffree had apparently sent him a DM and said, "My lawyer screenshotted your threats and you signed a non-disclosure agreement where you cannot say my name or post any photos. I don't get why you won't just give me my stuff back. You put my health at risk and all I showed you was respect." Remember in the beginning of the video, I said that this would be coming up over and over and over again. And then Andre went on to post main symptoms of AIDS, and he posted this like screenshot of like a body with different things, and it says someone can relate. So he's insinuating that Jeffree Star has this. First of all, that's absolutely completely gross for you to insinuate that someone could have this, let alone anyone like Jeffree Star. You know what I mean? That is personal and private business if that were true. I did ask Jeffree if this was true or if he wanted to comment, and he absolutely said that this is 150% completely false. So anyone in any situation that this would happen to and someone would put this out about someone, if it were true, that could be so damning to them. And it's so damaging for someone to put this out there regardless. You know what I mean? I couldn't imagine if this were true, how Jeffree would feel in that moment. I know that he feels completely sick and disgusted about it now, and he's saying that it's not true, and I believe him because that's his own personal business. It's really nobody's business, but to say these types of things about someone, to insinuate that about them is so beyond disgusting and bottom of the barrel. Like, there's so many things that you could say about Jeffree Star that would get people upset and mad. This right here is just hurtful and mean. Andre then went on to say, people spread rumors out of anger, and I'm not angry. These are just facts. You're the drama king queen, so you should love this, right? And then he went on to say even more about Nate. You miss Nate, but you his friend. I don't understand. You didn't even tell your supporters you hit me up offering all these expensive things for my time. I have proof of what I posted. I have your name on paperwork, your name on pill bottles, etc. We can do this all night. So I'm just going to say right now, if you have any kind of like medical information about someone, it is completely illegal and wrong and immoral for you to even share that with the world. There are so many different laws about that type of thing. This could technically be considered revenge, and I'm not going to say the other word that goes with it, like, because it doesn't just have to be that. It could be numerous different things. Like, if you extort someone, that is revenge. You know what I mean? So if in fact he does have these things that say anything about Jeffree and his health, this dude could be in so much trouble right now, and he doesn't even realize what he's doing. Then he went on to say, if you actually kept it real with your supporters, they wouldn't hate you for what they're gonna find out. So this is in fact him once again threatening Jeffree after he's already put things out about him that are lies, as well as defamation, because this could result in Jeffree losing followers, money, all kinds of different things. And then he said, oh, it can definitely get worse. I don't understand people that want to make people hurt intentionally, that delight in seeing other people hurt and hurting their feelings. And that's pretty much the end of it. There is a possibility that I missed some screenshots because the way these things were going up, some were being deleted, and then I just stopped checking at that point because I was completely disgusted and checked out by that time. Love or hate Jeffree, I think that we can agree that no one really deserves that type of treatment. If you remove your hate for someone and you look at this situation and it was your sister, your cousin, your friend, you would not want them to go through that, no matter how other people felt about them. You know what I'm saying? And as a human to human level situation, this is completely disgusting and abhorrent behavior. Like, anyone that would condone this or delight in the fact that someone was trying to do this to someone when they were just insinuating things, they didn't have receipts or anything like that, is completely disgusting, and I don't think that anyone deserves this. You know what I mean? I will continue to watch this. There was an article that came out about Jeffree today by The Insider. I've watched and read over a bunch of different things that were like connected to this. I may dig a little bit deeper into that and see what I can corroborate and what I can't. I know that this has probably been a long time coming because media outlets such as Insider really shouldn't be posting things that they just put out on a whim, you know what I mean? But it's really just weird to me that this would happen with Andre. The ex-girlfriend would make all these different statements to all these different media outlets, and now this is happening to Jeffree, and now this Insider article comes out. I really think that there's someone in the background that is trying to get at Jeffree. But you guys, please let me know your thoughts and opinions down below about all this. If you're so interested, if you would like, please go over to Manscaped and use code DAILY20 to get 20% off, as well as free shipping and 2 free items when you buy the perfect package. And please let me know your thoughts down below. Please be respectful of one another. That's all I ask. I hope you all have the most amazing day ever, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.